Mr. Clark?
Yes, sir. I made an announcement in the WhatsApp group. Are you in the WhatsApp group? Did you see my message?
Yeah, I'm as a matter of fact, I'm looking at it as I'm talking
Right.
to you.
If you want to share a screen, let me look at your outline and I can comment by the chat. I'll do that. But I'll be in and out. Okay?
Oh, yes.
Cool.
So we spoke, I hope you can hear me, but we spoke on Monday and my narrow topic was kind of repetitive and we decided to give that a change. So I was looking at broad topic is issues in religion, narrow topic, the role of the church in the social development of the Caribbean. Question, how are some present day religious leaders able to form cults in the Caribbean? There are several ways present day religious leaders are able to form cults in the Caribbean. And my thesis, we have been working on it since last night. People are unaware of red flags that indicate cult-like behavior while being a part of the church. People are mentally manipulated. So I'm asking, how does it look from there? I'm asking your opinion.
All right, evening guys. I'm still on the road, but can Georgia Richards, let me see your outline, please. Let me look at it. Just share screen and I'll comment. If I can't talk, I'll just put my comments in the chat, okay? Go ahead, Georgia Richards. Share screen for me. Georgia, are you there? Are you guys hearing me?
Yes, sir, we're hearing you.
Georgia, are you there? All right. Not hearing Georgia. Junior, can you go ahead for me, Junior Rumble? Go ahead for me, share screen. Let me see what you have for your sentence outline. For your speech outline, sorry.
Okay, sir. Getting it. My laptop moving slow.
All right, go from the top for me, please. Source, let me see your sources.
Repeat, sir.
Your reference list. Remove the bold for me. And BA comes before BU. There are capital letters all over. I'm seeing Amazon as a source. Amazon cannot be a source because Amazon does not write books. All right, so you need to find the actual book. Amazon is not a source. All right, so outside of that, it is relatively okay. Outside of that, it is relatively okay.
Okay, sir. Now let's change.
Okay.
All right.
Listening Parks, go ahead for me. Listening Parks, go ahead for me.
So I did share and ask your opinion, and I thought you heard from a spoke.
Sir, can you just share for me, please? I told you that I'll be in and out, right? So can you share for me now, please?
All right.
Because you're not sharing just for me, you're sharing for the class so that person can see strengths and weaknesses, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like I said last week, I mean Monday we spoke about changing the narrow topic. The narrow topic, the broad topic is issues in religion. Narrow topic is the role.
So did you change the narrow topic, or is it that you're now asking for the narrow topic?
No, man, I changed it.
To what?
The role of the church in the social development of the Caribbean. No, the question. I changed the question.
You can't change the question. You have to change. Listen. You have to change the narrow topic. If you're going to change, you can't. The question can be different from the narrow topic because it is the narrow topic that becomes the question.
Ah.
So if your question is how are some present-day religious leaders able to form cults in the Caribbean, then your narrow topic is ways in which present-day religious leaders form cults in the Caribbean. Something like that. So you need to revise that, all right?
Yes, sir. We'll do that right now.
And you don't need to say present day. You can use the word contemporary or preferably the word contemporary. Can you finish another topic for me, sir, and move the word be? I said ways in which not be. So the question has to start with in what ways? So you need to revise your question. In what ways? The word some is not in your, so in what ways are, but let's just say, so you have to revise the answer as well. And that's not a thesis statement. The thesis needs revision. What are the three subclaims in your thesis? I'm not seeing that. So talk to me now. What are some of the ways contemporary leaders are able to form cults in the Caribbean? Because probably if you talk to me, then I can assist you in terms of how to coin your thesis statement, because that's not a thesis.
Right. Well, people are unaware. They're not aware of the indicators.
That's not a way,
that
sir.
prove.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me listen to you before I come. Go ahead.
Yeah. So people are not. They're not aware of what the indications that show that they're a part of a cult. So being at the church, they're not aware of what are the signs to look for, or what are the signs that prove that it is a cult.
Yeah, but that's not answering what you're trying to speak about. You're saying you're trying to answer the question, in what ways are some contemporary leaders, religious leaders, are able to form cults? And that's not answering the question. In other words, you're supposed to be telling the audience, the listening audience, what specific ways are the ways that are used by contemporary religious leaders to form cults in the Caribbean. You have not said one way yet. So that's not one. All you're doing is regurgitating what I told you is not a thesis. I'm still listening, sir.
So how about the one, sir, that people are mentally manipulated?
What does that mean when you say people are mentally manipulated?
Brainwashed.
How does that lead to religious leaders? Then talk to me. You have to explain your point. I don't know what you mean. You have to
So
explain it to me for
people
me
are
to.
brainwashed by these religious leaders
How
while
does
being
that
at the
lead?
church. So while at,
So be careful of attacking the church. The church is a collective noun. And you can't be saying the church as if you're talking about all the church, because all church leaders are not cult leaders. So you have to be careful. That is called fallacious reasoning. You have to be careful in terms of using that broad brush of saying church, as if all church. Are you saying all church leaders are cult leaders,
no, I'm
or
not saying that at
practitioners of
all.
cult? I don't know
No.
if you understand what I'm saying.
No, man, I understand that clearly. Yeah. The
So I
statement is
can
too
give a
general.
hint. For example, one way probably, and you can write my way. One way probably is why they're able to form cults in the Caribbean is that there is no legislative framework. There's no regulatory framework for the church or for the clergy. So absence of a regulatory framework, that could be one. That's part of why they're able to form cults, because nobody is going, the law, no, there's no regulatory body, just as how we teachers, you have Jamaica Teachers Association, or you have Jamaica Teaching Council. For nursing, you have Nursing Council Association. You have all kinds of associations that kind of set regulatory frameworks and license and all of that. That doesn't exist for the church. So anybody can come and form a church and develop a cult. You see my point?
Yeah, man, that's your point.
Right. So you now need, because you're speaking to an audience. In other words, let me ask you this. What is it that you want the audience to learn from your speech? What are you trying to communicate to them?
I'm trying to communicate that there are cults among us, and the signs that show a cult, and that people
No,
are
but you're
actually.
confused. That's not what you're saying. That is not what you're trying to answer. You see, you're a little bit confused, and I don't know if you're confused because there's an obsession with what is happening with the whole business of cults, but that's not what your research question is saying. You're trying to determine what ways religious leaders form cults. That's what you're trying to determine. You're not trying to tell them about what you just mentioned. So you need to understand your research question in order for you to deliver a speech. Give me a second.
Understand, sir. So I'm gonna revise this and do it over. Let's think about it clearly.
Yeah, you need to do some reading because you're not answering the research question, right?
Yeah.
You need to do some additional reading. You need to not ensure that you don't have an emotive approach to the topic because of what is being discussed in the media about the alleged cult leader. You need to ensure that you're approaching it in a very academic way, divorcing yourself of all the emotions and the additional baggage that come with the topic, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Lishana Brown, go ahead for me. Lishana Brown, go ahead for me. All right, walk us through the paper first before I come in.
Okay, sir. My broad topic is supersonic travel, and my narrow topic is the impact of supersonic air travel on the environment. My question is, what are some of the ways in which supersonic air travel impact the environment? And the answer is there are several ways in which supersonic air travel impact the environment. My narrowed answers. 1 minute, sir. Oh. My narrowed answer, our thesis, is decrease of oxygen level, community noise, and climate change are some ways in which supersonic will leave out some years. So my topic sentences are decrease
Hold on. Are you hearing me? Just listen, please. So I want for you to show the increasing oxygen level in climate change. How are they different? I don't want anything about community noise. That sounds very high schoolish. You want something a little bit more sophisticated than that. All right? The subclaims are a little bit juvenile. I want for you to raise the level of discourse in terms of what you intend to talk about in your speech. Decreasing oxygen levels sounds like a high school student could write that. Community noise, high school student. Climate change, well, I can probably accept the climate change. But if you say climate change covers everything related to the impact on the environment. They probably need to not use such a broad concept. Tell me if you understand what I'm saying. Hello. Where's the young lady I'm talking to? I just commented on the paper and you're not responding. All right, so make some changes to the paper, all right? As I said before, the points are very juvenile and you need to raise the level of discourse in terms of the subjects. If I go to a TED Talk, I would not want to listen to these things. You need to raise the level of discourse, all right? Stop sharing for me, please. Kimisha, go ahead for me.
Sir, can I share when I reach home, please? I'm using a phone and I don't have the document on me.
Arlene Wilson, go ahead for me. Arlene Wilson, go ahead for me.
Sir?
Arlene Wilson, are you going to share screen?
No, sir, I am unable to share screen now. I am on my way home.
Natalia Watson, go ahead for me.
Give me a minute, sir.
I can't give you a minute, I can only give you a few seconds. Natalia Watson.
Sir, I'm trying to carry it up.
Watson.
Sir, I'm going to switch device.
Oren Walters, go ahead.
All right, sir, Cleveland. So I didn't get to make the changes to mine from the last time, so it remains the same.
You did no work on it?
Sir?
You didn't do any work on it, any additional work?
Didn't hear that, sir.
I'm saying, did you do any additional work on your speech outline?
No, that's what I'm saying. Is the only thing I did was remove some of the topic sentences. So I didn't get to finish it.
Patricia Williams, go ahead for me. Patricia Williams, go ahead for me. Patricia Williams, are you there? Patricia Williams, are you there? All right, Renee, go ahead for me. Renee returns.
Evening, sir.
Yes, and walk us through the paper before I come in.
Right. So my broad topic is cyber crimes. My narrow topic is effects of lottery scamming on Jamaica tourism industry. My question is, what are the effects of lottery scamming on the tourism industry in Jamaica? My answer is there are several effects of lottery scamming on the tourism industry in Jamaica. My thesis is effects of lottery scamming on the Jamaica tourist industry are the reducing of available currency, reducing the amount of tourists visit to the country, and decreasing of employment rate in the tourist industry.
All right, so hold on before we go any further. Would anybody go to a TED Talk based on these particular subclaims?
I did not hear what you said just now.
I'm speaking to the class, just be quiet for me, all right? I'm asking the class, would you go to a TED Talk to listen to this? Reducing available currency, reducing, and it should be amount, it should be number, not amount. Number is the things that can be counted, amount is things that cannot be counted, and decreasing unemployment. I think you need to change your narrative. It sounds, you're struggling to come up with some fresh ideas. I would not go to a TED Talk to actually listen to this. Give me a second. I'm going to give you a different narrative, all right? Because these ideas are a little bit, let's just say redundant. You've heard it before. So we need to, TED Talk is not about what I call an echo chamber, or just regurgitating information that is already in the public domain. People usually go there to learn new things. All right, so I'm going to give you a different topic. So just give me a second, all right? Probably a different broad topic. All right, Renee?
Okay, sir.
Sachel, go ahead for me. Sachel White, go ahead for me.
Good evening, sir. My broad topic is issues in religion. My narrowed topic, the roles Christianity play in the development of education in Jamaica. My question is, what are some of the roles Christianity play in the development of education in Jamaica? My answer is there are several roles Christianity play in the development of education in Jamaica. My thesis is Christianity play roles in the development of education in Jamaica by providing sponsorship, establishing schools, and enduring legacy of a moral society. My topic sentences are providing sponsorship is one role Christianity play in the development of education in Jamaica. The second one is establishing schools is another role Christianity play in the development of education in Jamaica. And
All right,
the third,
pause for me, please. Again, oh Lord, we have heard it before. We have heard this before. Let me give you a different broad topic and narrative. Because again, these, I'm saying it's a public speaking event. And if you're going to invite people to an event, they would want to hear something that is different, that is new. So let me give you something. I'm going to give you something let me post a number of narrow topic in the chat, and then persons who have asked to change your narrow topic, you're gonna choose, okay? But you can't choose the same one, okay? Please respond, so I know that you're here.
okay, sir.
Okay. Natalia, go ahead before I post it. Stop sharing for me and allow her to share. Walk us through the paper, please.
Yes, sir. The broad topic, parenting in the 21st century. Narrow topic, challenges associated with parenting in the LGBT families in the USA. Question, what are some of the challenges associated with parenting in the LGBT families in the USA?
The word is not, hello, hold on. Are you seeing the word in your narrow topic after the word in? Are you seeing that word in? Start again for me.
Sir, I didn't get what you just said.
I am saying you're adding words to your narrative topic that are not there. So please read exactly what is on the paper.
Okay,
Start from the
sir.
beginning.
Broad topic, parenting in the 21st century. Narrow topic, challenges associated with parenting in LGBT families in the USA. Question, what are some of the challenges associated with parenting in LGBT families in the USA? The answer, there are several challenges associated with parenting in LGBT families in the USA. Thesis, limited parental recognition, living on the brink of poverty, and healthcare discrimination are some of the challenges associated with parenting in LGBT families in the USA.
All right, the second one, it needs some amount of revision, but let's work with it for now. Let's just go to your references and walk us through that. Your first source, is it a journal or is it a book?
Repeat that, sir.
Your first source, even though it seems to be a journal, it is a book. I don't know that it has been documented as a book.
So you're breaking up.
I'm saying your first source. You're hearing me now? What is your first source? Is it a book or journal, or what is your first?
The first one is a book, sir.
All right, so you need to revise your capital letters all over. This is not reflecting APA 7th edition. The second source. Talk to me.
The second one is a magazine, and the third is a newspaper.
All right, so we can make we can make some minor changes to your references. It's okay. All right, stop sharing for me. I'm going to put some fresh ideas in the chat, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Carrie Ann Brown, did I call your name earlier to share? I'm almost sure I called him.
Sorry, just finished work and got the time to log on. So I didn't
I'm
hear
not
my
hearing you. Can you speak up for me, please?
I just finished work and I logged on about 15 minutes ago and I haven't heard you call my name.
All right, go ahead for me.
The broad topic would be
Before you go
cyber.
any further, the answer is incorrect, all right? I don't know where you got that long thing from for the answer.
Pardon me?
Before you go anywhere, your answer needs revision. You have almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Pardon me,
6,
sir,
7.
I'm not hearing you.
I am saying your answer needs revision. It should be one sentence. I'm seeing 7 lines. And I'm seeing, for example, there's no for example in your answer. I'm not sure where you got it from. But go ahead anyway. Walk us through the paper.
Broad topic is cyber crimes. The narrow the topic, effects of lottery scamming on Jamaica's reputation. Question, how does the lottery scamming epidemic affect Jamaica's reputation in the global market? Answer, in recent years, Jamaica has been plagued with an increase in the number of lottery scamming incidents, which has in turn has increasingly damaged the island's reputation. So I can take out the, for example, that's what you're saying, sir?
Just walk us through the paper, please.
The thesis, a nationwide change in behavior, national strategies, and strong laws will clearly define breaches and penalties, which are enforced in an equitable manner, is what is required to achieve a reduction in the incidence of lottery scamming in Jamaica's economy should be there, sorry, and repair the negative effects on the country's reputation. Topic sentences. The impact of lottery scamming may be reduced by implementing an extensive and prolonged public education campaign to educate the citizens about its harmful effects. 2, the government should implement a national policy strategy and enact and enforce the appropriate laws to deter individuals from partaking in lottery scamming. 3, increase employment and educational opportunities will reduce the number of persons involved in the lottery scamming, thus reducing the impact in Jamaica.
All right, so I'm going to give you some fresh ideas, all right? Everybody doing lottery scamming, we can't have that. So I'm going to go no further tips. So just look for the ideas that I'm going to put in the chat and choose one, okay? Nobody will be allowed to do the same narrative. I'm going to post them in the chat. And you just say, put
Sir, I
your name
can
there.
hardly hear you.
I am going to post the narrative topics in the chat. The fresh ones. Heard me?
Okay.
So those are narrow topics. Sir, I'm choosing the one that's the importance of whistleblowers in the maintaining good governance.
Sir, for Kerry and Brown, importance of compliance regulations in any sector.
Sir, I'm choosing law enforcement can use facial recognition technology. Hello? My mic's still on.
Give me one sec, guys. I just reaching. Okay.
All right. My apologies. Oh, I'm still logging on my phone. Hold on. All right. So I was hearing some persons choosing the suggested narrow topics. So Renee, which one you said you wanted to know? Are you guys hearing me? Renee, are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. The second one, hold on. Let me try scroll back up. How law enforcement can use facial recognition.
The word is
Techno-
recognition. Where do you get this word from? Recognition. There's no such word as recognition.
Recognition, sir.
So you're doing that one. All right. You were. Did I tell Social to choose another one as well? Choose something else. Miss White, go ahead. I'm listening.
Sir, I'm choosing the one that importance of whistleblowers in maintaining good governance.
All right, thanks. Who else did I tell to choose?
I really don't know because my broad topic is the issue of religion, so that
You are
can work.
Miss White, you're changing. That's why I told you that that's no longer the one that you're doing. I'm giving you something different. All right.
Okay, sir.
Miss Brown, we're hearing you.
My topic is importance of compliance regulations in any sector.
Right, so you're going to choose a sector.
Yes, sir, no, thanks.
Okay, all right. Sarita Wong Su, can you share your screen? Let us see what you're doing.
Sir, I have to apologize. I didn't get to send the email to my phone and I'm still at work. So I can't share it. Right.
Okay. Dana Spear, I don't think I've ever called your name in the class. Are you a new student?
No, sir, I am not a new student.
Have you been coming to the lecture? I don't remember seeing you in my class.
Sir, I've been absent for a week.
Okay, share screen. Let us see what you're doing.
Okay. Are you seeing the screen, sir?
Yes.
All right, so for broad topic, I have parenting in the 21st century. For narrow topic, I have the effects of social media on parenting in the USA in the 21st century. The question is, what are some effects of social media on parenting in the USA in the 21st century? The answer are, there are countless effects of social media on parenting in the 21st media, and there are countless effects of social media on parenting in the USA in the 21st century, and the thesis is oversharing, negligence, and self-doubt are some effects that social media has on parenting in the 21st century.
I don't see him. All right, so go no further because how I don't understand oversharing. Can you explain the oversharing in relation to how the effects of social media on parenting? I'm not seeing the relationship between oversharing and parenting. So can you explain for me, please?
Okay, sir. Down in the topic sentence, I have that.
Hello, I don't want you to tell me about the topic sentence. I want for you to talk to me.
In terms of they're oversharing their kids' information on social media, which in turn violates their privacy and might affect how parent-child relationship.
I'm not. Anybody gets what she's saying? I don't know if my head is tough, but does anybody? Can you repeat what you said a while ago? Please, guys, help me because it could be that time. missing
Okay,
something.
sir, let me try and explain it in a different way. In terms of oversharing, sir, say for instance, Facebook, they might, a situation might happen between them and their child, and they go on social media and talk about it, which may strain their relationship with their child.
Well, then it means that it needs,
private.
but it means that you can't just use one word. You can't just say oversharing. It needs additional things. So I don't know if it's sharing or oversharing of private family information. Probably that's what you need to say, oversharing private family information. Explain the negligence for me, please.
Okay, sir. Parents might be too focused on social media, like they might be on it consistently yeah, they might be on it consistently and not spending time with their child, neglecting their child, getting to
So
know their
it
child.
sounds like you're saying neglecting parental duties. So it is the way that you're free. And the self-doubt, explain that part for me. And try writing this thing down, you know, because I'm not going to remember what I'm saying to you. Explain the self-doubt for me. I don't understand that part.
Okay, sir. So being on social media, these parents might see like other parents being able to provide certain things for their child that they might not be able to. So in terms, they might doubt their parenting skills.
All right, no, we want a different one. We need something different from that. All right, so I don't like the self-doubt one. You need to change that. And I remember you are supposed to rephrase the first and the second subclaim.
Yes, sir.
Have you done any reading on the actual narrow topic? Have you done any reading on the narrow topic?
Sir, I was looking at some articles.
Okay, all right, so I want you to change your third subclaim, all right?
Okay, sir.
All right, stop sharing for me. There was somebody who said that they didn't get a chance to share. Georgette Richards, I called your name a million times and you were not sharing. So go ahead for me now. Walk us through the paper, please.
Yes, sir. So the broad topic is health education, and the narrowed topic is how to control gestational diabetes in women. The answer is there are several ways in which gestational diabetes can be controlled in women. The thesis states that exercising regularly, controlling diet, and monitoring blood sugar with glucose meter are ways in which gestational diabetes can be controlled in women.
Why is there a capital letter at
The topic
controlling?
sentence
Hold on. Why is there a capital letter at the word controlling?
Oh, sorry, sir. My bad.
The other question I have is, listen, please. The other question I have is, what is the difference between the second subclaim and the third subclaim?
Sir, could you repeat? You went a bit low.
What is the difference between the second subclaim and the third subclaim? How is it different? If you're controlling your diet, how is that different from monitoring your blood glucose sugar? How is that different? How the two are different?
Sir, they kind of work hand in hand. Well, they're not kind of, they work hand in hand, I should say. So I guess I would have to change one of the two.
Because it seems it's an echo. It seems as if, because if you're controlling your diet, then it means that you probably will be monitoring, unless controlling your diet, you're talking about the types of food you eat, and then monitoring blood sugar level is something different, but it seems too close to me. It's like it's like a difference without a difference. So I would
Okay, sir.
I would revisit that one, okay?
All right, so I'll make an adjustment to the
And again, your internet is out, I think. All right, thanks, Georgette. Make the changes for me. And the reason
Okay,
I'm
sir.
stressing this with everybody, what I don't want you to think is that public speaking is just something you just go and drop down two little ideas on a paper and you go in front of an audience and you just start talking off the top of your head. That's not what it is about. There's a lot of planning that goes into it, a whole lot of planning, especially for a TED Talk. And you have to ensure that you don't lose credibility with your audience by just going up there, one, speaking about things that they already know, two, not being very informed on the subject matter, and three, not speaking with confidence. So this is why I'm stressing this part. And if it is that person's did communication, one, you should be really, all you're really doing is repeating those steps, but I'm seeing people struggling. It means that you did not master the skill at that level. And this is why I'm deliberately not moving on. I want for you to get this part. It's very important, not just a topic sentence, but also the subsidiary ideas and as well as your referencing. That is important because it is a part of the academic conversation you're having. All right. Go ahead, the person who's asking to share.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. My broad topic is pandemics. Narrow topic: how to counter COVID-19 related disinformation in social media. Question: what are some of the ways to counter COVID-19 related disinformation in social media? Answer: there are several ways to counter COVID-19 related disinformation in social media. Thesis: educating users about misleading information, directing users to official sources when searching for COVID-19 information, and debunking misinformation are several ways to counter COVID-19 related disinformation in social media. Topic sentences
All right,
are...
go to your sources now. Let us see your sources. And can you tell us link your sources to your topic sentence?
All right, so my first source is from a journal, and it's linked to, let me go back and see. It's linked to educating users about misleading information. And then the next source is an organization.
But isn't the first source an organization as well? Because that's the World Health Organ. Isn't that an organization as well?
There are different authors there. I was planning to remove this and put the authors since it's a journal.
Right, so you
Because
probably
it's
need to
really right.
Right, so you need to, and it's not even written as a journal. And Miss Williams, I thought you come one, right?
Yes, sir. I was
So you're not
trying to
supposed
remember how I did the volume and all of that section there.
No, it's actually correct here. It's just that so the volume and issue number are correct in addition to the page numbers. They are correct. What is missing is how you have organized. So we don't know the name of the journal, things like that. So you probably need to go back and look at the video, all right? Or at the examples I shared in Come One. Okay. I like the focus. It's fresh, it's new. I think people would actually listen to this particular presentation. And Miss Williams had something before and she reached out to me saying that she wanted to change or she wanted a narrow topic, and I suggested this to her. I think it's current and it is something that organizations, even the current government of Jamaica, is struggling with. They're struggling with disinformation. And please remember that, go scroll up for me. Scroll up for me. So be careful now. Disinformation is not the same thing as misinformation. They are two different things. Disinformation is deliberate deception. Misinformation is when, you know, errors go out to some extent. So they are not the same thing. So be careful. Okay, Miss Williams?
Okay, sir.
So be careful of not conflating the two, because somebody could actually look at, you know, how to counter COVID related misinformation in social media, which is different from looking at disinformation. All right, so just be mindful of that. Thank you very much, Miss Williams. All right, Miss Wong Su, are you able to share? Are you still at work?
Yes, sir, I'm still at work.
All right. Just spoke to Jerome Roof. Is it that you, I don't remember if you shared or what's the, Mr. Roof, are you there? Jerome Roof, all right, please people, just make note that I'm calling Jerome Roof and he's not responding, okay? Junior Rumble, was everything okay for you? I'm just trying to go back through the list because I had suggested some new narrow topics.
I am okay with mine, if that is what you mean, sir.
No, it's not whether you're okay with it, it's whether I am okay with it.
Oh, you said that everything was okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Carrie Ann Brown, I'm just going back through the list before I move on.
So I changed mine.
All right, talk to me.
The one that I chose.
Yes.
All right, the one that, let me open the screen. All right. So I had to log off and log back on, but I took a picture of it. Good. The one that says importance of compliance regulations in any sector.
Didn't somebody choose that already? Who chose
I was the
that?
one that chose it.
Oh, you're just repeating what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Listen, Parks, talk to me. I'm just going back through the list, closing the loop. Listen, Parks. Almost every time I call Listen, is not responding. Lorian Harper.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Yes, talk to me.
I chose the one that said workplace politics. My narrow topic was
Did you share screen? Did you share screen?
Yes, sir.
And I commented on it. Did you share screen today?
No, sir, from last class.
No, I need to see it. Remind me, because you should have done additional work on it.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have it on my. Sorry, it's not on my phone, so I'd have to it's not in my email, so I'd have to do it and send it to you.
No, I'm not looking at anything. People only need to follow instructions. All right, you people are doing your own thing. I said to the class before, email your work to yourself because you don't know what circumstance you might find yourself in, so that you can access it on your phone or you can access it in your email. I have said this to you guys before. Because next
actually
time
didn't know,
I don't
but
know that because you're not showing me anything. So just
I
listen,
did it, but
please.
I did not.
Just listen, please. I am going to move on. When I move on, you're on your own. And I will have no mercy when I'm marking, all right? When I'm grading. So please follow the instructions. Far too often, and I'm getting it from so many students, they give me all kind of cock and bull story about connectivity issue, light it gone, sometimes not the go so. Remember, you have a responsibility for your education. There are several times I'm calling people's name in the class and they're not responding, and I'm getting all kinds of excuses. Whenever there's work to be done, anytime people are supposed to give me work, I get a whole range of excuses. You're on your own if you fail the course. All right, I'm just warning you guys. I'm not into the foolishness. I'm sick and tired of these various excuses from the three groups. Kemisha Waugh, talk to me. Is it that you chose something new, or what's the... Social White, I think you told me what you have selected, Social. I can't remember. I think you did earlier.
Yes, sir, I did.
Yes. I remember talking to you. And I think Renee, you told me what you did choose something else, right? I'm almost sure. I think Renee, yes, Renee did speak. Oran Walters, what is your situation again? I don't remember.
All right, so I choose one of the new topic centers that you put in there. The ones that impact the unvaccinated have on the public health.
No, not on the public health, so the impact of...
On public health.
Right. That's a good one, actually. So I'm going back through the list. Natalia Watson, I think yours is okay. It's just that you need to fix something, Natalia. I'm almost sure that's the situation. Just correct me.
Right.
Yes, that's correct, right, Natalia?
That's correct, sir.
All right, cool, thanks. I don't remember if I spoke to Lorian. Did you just mention, just talk to you? I'm just going back through the list because this thing keeps jumping all over the place.
Yes, sir. Just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
To
All
share
right.
what I have.
So yes. All right. I need to visit a class. Mrs. Jackson wants me to visit a class. All right. For the persons who have something new, I'm going to. Oh, I didn't claim host. What the? All right, so you're going to go into the breakout room and kind of help each other in terms of either the topic sentence, the thesis, or whatever, all right? And just give for another 10 minutes. I must visit a room. Mrs. Jackson, one of my colleagues, I need to speak to the students about a particular matter, all right? So I have opened the breakout room. So go in there for me, please. And you're just kind of helping each other to kind of refine what you have so far. So if you've just selected, for example, a narrow topic, you're going to do your question assertion and probably come up with some amount of thesis or something like that. All right, so just go into the breakout room for me.
Sir?
All right, so I'm sure by now persons would have, you need some additional time to kind of work yourself through, especially persons who just got their new narrow topic. So ignore for now when you're the persons who got something new to do, ignore for now the broad topic. All right, so don't use the old broad topic. So, but ignore the broad topic for now. Just work from the narrow topic all the way to your thesis and even your topic sentences. And you can send me for me to give you some amount of feedback. All right, you can share in the WhatsApp group if you want, because sometimes your peers too can assist you, or if you want to share with me via WhatsApp. And Ricardo was supposed to come today to kind of show you how to, when you're doing, for example, a speech, how to include, how to do like a PowerPoint presentation, how to include graphs and chart in your public speech. All right. If he does, I think he probably will come on Monday or Wednesday of next week, because so that's another component of public speaking. What I want you to not think is that the course is just a talking match. We just come and talk, but you actually have to learn particular skills in order to deliver speeches. All right. Any question, comments, or queries? I have another class and I have a guest lecturer from UE in that class. So I kind of need to go in quickly to let her in.
Sir,
Yes.
so what should I do? Should I send me what I have or share it now?
Share what you have now. Let me look at it.
All right, sir. So my broad topic was.
No, man, it's okay. I'll read. Ways in which nepotism affects productivity in the net. Well, this is good. The narrow topic is okay. Some ways in which nepotism in workplace are lack of accountability and adversely affects it. All right, so we remove that colon for me in the thesis. So some of the ways in which nepotism affects productivity in the workplace include the absence of accountability. I think probably you can say decreasing staff morale and decreasing staff morale or something like that. Remember, you don't need 3 topic sentences, you need only 2.
Yes,
2
sir,
to 3.
one of mine.
Right, so 2 to 3. We'll fix the topic sentences part. They need some fixing, all right? So include lack of accountability and adversely affecting staff morale or something like that. That part needs a little bit fixing, but it's okay as is, all right? You don't need to change anything.
Okay,
right, you
sir.
don't need to change anything. All right, guys, so any other question, comments, or queries before I run to go into the other class?
Okay, sir, good night. Luke, I just joined in, sir. Is it okay for me to send you what I have?
Share now, please.
Share. Okay, so let me see. Seen it, sir?
Yes. So where is in which site managers can prevent accidents on a work site? Some of the ways in which work site include implementing safety training, providing personal safety gears, and offering safety incentives. All right, it's okay. Just a little tweaking here and there, all right?
Okay, sir.
All right, cool. Any other question, comments, queries from anyone else? On Monday, we can do consultation where I can go in greater detail, one-on-one with everybody, all right? We do the consultation on Monday. No other question, query? No? Okay. All right, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys next week.